Long ago, in a small village in the kingdom of Magadha, there lived a young man named Arun. Arun was very skilled and hardworking. He always wanted to do every task in the best possible way. He wouldn't leave any task unfinished until he had achieved perfection. The villagers admired him, but deep inside was filled with dissatisfaction. Arun always felt that he could do better, that there was always something to improve. Even in his sleep, he spent his nights thinking about his work. Every small mistake created a deep unease within him. The joy of any task was lost from his life. He was constantly worried that he might make a mistake. One day, while Arun was engrossed in his work, a Buddhist monk arrived in the village. The monk appeared very calm and peaceful. His face was filled with deep meditation and contentment. The villagers were greatly impressed by him and invited him to their homes for meals. Arun also decided to meet the monk. When Arun told the monk about his problem, the monk listened carefully and smiled, saying, "The solution to your problem lies within you, but to see it, you must first know yourself." Arun humbly asked the monk, "Maharaj, please guide me. I am always in search of perfection, but I feel that I fail every time." The monk asked him to accompany him. They both went to a nearby forest where there was a large Bodhi tree. The monk asked Arun to sit under the tree, and he also sat beside him. The monk said, "Under this Bodhi tree, Lord Buddha attained enlightenment. He taught us that everything in this world is impermanent, meaning it is subject to change. Nothing is permanent, not even our bodies, desires, or thoughts. Pursuit of perfection is contrary to this law of impermanence." Arun listened intently to the monk's words, but he still didn't understand how perfection could be a problem. The monk continued, "The desire for perfection traps us. We entangle ourselves in a web where we consider even our smallest mistakes as major failure. This creates dissatisfaction, sorrow, and stress in our mind. We underestimate our abilities and lose the joy of life." Arun asked, "So does this mean I shouldn't do my work well?" The monk smiled and replied, "It's not that you shouldn't do your work well. You should work hard, but don't make that hard work your identity. Do your work to the extent where you find satisfaction. Don't lose yourself in the pursuit of perfection." The monk then told a short story. Once upon a time, there was a king who wanted to build a very beautiful and grand palace. He summoned the most skilled artisans from the entire kingdom and ordered that the palace should be flawless. The artisans worked day and night, but every time something or the other would be lacking. The king never found the palace to be perfect, and in the end, he left the palace incomplete. The king was never satisfied, and his entire life was wasted behind that unfinished palace. Arun learned a lesson from this story. He realized that in the pursuit of perfection, he was losing the true joys of life. He also recognized that his constant anxiety and dissatisfaction were destroying the quality of his life. After that day, Arun began to create balance in his life. He started viewing his work from a new perspective. He still did his work well, but he also accepted his limitation. He learned that making mistakes is natural in any task, and those mistakes give us an opportunity to learn. After some time, Arun's life completely changed. He now felt satisfied with his work, and his anxiety had also decreased. He began to enjoy the small moments of life. The villagers were also influenced by his new perspective, and they too adopted contentment and balance in their lives. Arun's journey taught him that in the quest for perfection, we can lose the true joy of life. We should embrace balance and contentment in our effort. Pursuit of perfection leads to dissatisfaction, stress, and ultimately sorrow, while contentment leads us to peace and happiness. We should free our lives from unnecessary stress and enjoy every moment. Buddha's teachings show us that true happiness lies within us. We just need to recognize it. In the pursuit of perfection, don't lose yourself. Balance and contentment are the keys to true happiness.